You know, what if one of the most overlooked moments in the entire school day was actually its most powerful? Today, we're going to dig into how the simple daily routine of snack time can be turned into an absolute powerhouse for learning and communication. Let's get into it.
So what if the most powerful tool for teaching social communication wasn't some fancy new program or a piece of tech, but it was just snack time? Yeah, you heard that right. That 15-minute break, it holds way more potential than you might think, and we're about to show you exactly how to unlock it.
So why this moment? I mean, what makes snack time so special anyway? Well, it's so much more than just a break from lessons. It's this unique environment just buzzing with potential for real, meaningful communication and interaction.
And hey, this isn't just a hunch. It's backed by research. A 2017 study by Gavaru actually called mealtimes an outstanding context for social communication intervention. And why is that? It's because it's a positive, predictable thing that happens every single day.
So let's really break down the why here. First off, snack time is predictable, and that creates a real sense of security for kids. It's also super motivating. I mean, most kids genuinely want their snacks, right? This built-in desire makes it the perfect low-pressure setting to practice communication, whether that's talking out loud or using tools like AAC devices that help nonverbal kids express themselves. Okay, but before we can jump into all the fun and creative activities, we've got to lay the groundwork. To build a truly communication-rich snack time, there are a few foundational pieces we need to get in place first.
These three skills, waiting, taking turns, and interacting with peers, they're the absolute bedrock. Getting these down during snack time builds the foundation for more complex communication and positive interactions all day long.
You know, success here really is in the details. Things like motivation, routine, and giving kids enough time to process are all crucial. But so are the simple logistics, like arranging the seating to help manage any grabbing. Every little factor matters. Basically, some thoughtful prep is what turns a potentially chaotic break into a really structured learning opportunity.
Okay, now that we have our foundation set, let's get to the really fun part. Here are some specific, creative activities you can use to turn your snack time into a communication powerhouse.
Let's start by flipping a classic rule right on its head. It's time to play with your food. Seriously, using something like animal crackers can spark so much imagination. In fact, research even shows that conversations around themed snacks can boost a child's creativity and their verbal expression.
And here's how easy it is to get it going. With just a few simple questions, you can take the conversation way beyond just, "I want a cracker." All of a sudden, you're connecting snack time to science, to personal experiences, and to imaginative play, all of which are super rich opportunities for communication.
All right, let's move on to our next strategy, snack chat boards. This is such a brilliant and flexible tool for getting kids to talk to each other, especially in a diverse classroom.
So, what is it exactly? Well, a snack chat board is basically a visual menu for conversation. It lets any child, no matter their verbal abilities, join in just by pointing to a picture. They can ask a question, make a comment, or respond to a friend. It's a really powerful way to lower the barrier to social interaction for everyone.
Now, this next activity is so simple, but it is an incredibly effective way to shift the whole dynamic of the classroom. It's called the Snack Resource Monitor, and it's all about creating a real reason for kids to talk to each other.
So here's the magic behind it. By making one student the cup monitor and another the plate monitor, a child who needs a cup has to ask their classmate, not the teacher. It's that simple. This one tiny change naturally creates more peer-to-peer interaction. You're not just managing snacks anymore. You're actually redesigning the social environment to make communication both necessary and really purposeful.
All right, now for the grand finale of our communication-rich snack time. This is a role of great responsibility, and it's just a fantastic way to boost a child's self-esteem. Let's talk about the snack captain. The snack captain becomes the central hub of communication. This one child holds all the snacks and is in charge of responding to requests from their classmates. It takes self-control, it takes listening skills, and it gives that child a real sense of importance and social value. It's a really powerful role that gets rotated to the class. Now, this role is supported by a clear 7-step routine to make sure it runs smoothly. And notice the thoughtful little details here. Clear boxes to prevent grabbing, keeping snack choices consistent to build predictability, and even empowering kids to correct mistakes themselves. Every single step is designed for a structured and successful interaction.
So as you can see, by building these routines and creating opportunities for interaction, we've transformed a simple snack break into a true communication hub. And you know, these principles don't just apply to snack time. So the real question is, what everyday moment will you transform next? Thanks for watching.